get everyone on board. Greetings to everybody who came. We were just starting. Jonathan, April, good evening. First, an update, which is the most important, considering we all have to go through. We talked to federal, we talked to CDC. We've been having weekly meetings since this has begun, and I think we're getting down to brass tacks here. We're getting to a point where the meetings are dissipating. They're becoming less and less, and I think that's good news. It seems to be a lot of good news going around. But at this meeting, there wasn't a lot of good news. There was some good news, but it's difficult because the state, federal, county, cities, they all seem to be on different pages. They all don't seem to be on the same page all the time. One city wants to open up. Another city wants to stay isolated. Just some examples. Let's get on with the updates. With this meeting, federal government and the CDC has told us that specifically, this is what they said, there will be no indoor events until the beginning of October, which means, and the reason why they said this, because I asked them why, and they said because you're doing an event of over 1,000 people in an enclosed space. They said the only events that will be allowed to happen around September would be outdoors, 1,000 people or less, and tables and everyone else would have to keep their social distancing rules. Well, Comic-Cons don't exist outside. They happen in buildings, So that really squashed our September 19th plans when they told us that, because there's no way you can do an outside. You're not doing it. Comic-Cons don't happen outside. I'm sorry. It just, for them to even say you could do something outside was funny to me. So, I wish I could make this where just my face is on there. I'm sure you guys don't want to be on the video all the time. It's all good. So they said no outdoor events until through September of 1,000 people, and they're talking about for the entire country. And I don't communicate with Lilac Comic-Con up north, Washington area, but I think they may have been told the same thing because they had moved their event into October. So it tells me that the federal government and the CDC are just not telling us that. I think maybe Lilac Comic-Con may have received the same information that we did from them. And that was interesting. So with that being said, that the federal government says there will be no shows through till October 1st. Once they had told us that, we got on the horn to the venue, and the venue, Expo Idaho, they're going to do their fair, but it's going to be all outside. They're not going to have any, from what I understand, any indoor activities. It's going to be all outdoor. And they're going to try to create an atmosphere where everyone keeps their social distancing. So because there's no events anywhere in the country for indoors until October, this is crazy, I know, and this is the last time we're doing it. We have moved the show date of Gem State Comic-Con at Expo Idaho to October 3rd. So it's going to happen October 3rd. And that is because the federal government has told us no indoor events will happen until October. And like I said, for Daniel, who may have not been here, or Scotty, I think Lilac Comic Con got the same information because they moved their show to October as well. I can't say that they did, but it makes sense to me. It all correlates together. So I think they received the same information as we did. So any show in the country in September, August, June, or July, it's not going to happen. That's what they said. So for the vendors, mark your calendar for October 3rd. Everything stays the same. For people with advanced tickets, all your tickets are for October 3rd. So that's some news there. And if it doesn't happen October 3rd, what we're going to do is we're going to just move it to April 10th, 2021. So that's more news. So we have 2 dates for Gem State Comic Con: October 3rd, 2020, and in April 10th, 2021. Those dates are already reserved. So we want to get this 2020 show in, and then we automatically have 2021. So we're already on the calendar for 2 Gem State Comic Cons. So we're not going anywhere. So that's the news on the convention front. Some of you know, I know Josh knows very well. And did you get your autograph Funko Pop?
I did. Thank you very much. I love it. I've already got a special case for it on the way.
Excellent. Well, just a little side note to that is, we put a halt to the online celebrity panels, but we're going to be bringing them back next Saturday. And John Provost, if you know John from Lassie, he was Timmy and Lassie. He'll be doing a panel for us next Saturday, and we're going to start promoting that. And that's for vendors who are going to be at the October show, and also for advanced ticket holders, that they'll be able to experience that panel and all future panels until October 3rd, which is the new date. And like I mentioned, April 10th, 2021 is the second show for Gem State Comic Con. Don't want to get those confused. Just remember that we're on the books for 2 shows. We're not moving 2020 to 2021. We're having a 2020 show, October 3rd, and then the second show, April 10th, 2021. And I hope that'll be the end of it at that. I hope we can get back to our lives, really, because I'm about to cut my head off, to be honest with you. And that's really it. I think pretty short and sweet. Don't want to keep all of you. Spread the words of the convention gospel of the new dates. And all I really have to say, because it's Saturday now, right? I'm losing count. So John Provost at the end of that panel will also be giving away. Sneak peek. I'll give you a sneak peek. I don't have it with me. We're going to be giving away some autographs. So some celebrity autographs after the next panel. So everyone will want to stay tuned for that. And everyone will get invites in their emails, and check your spam folders. And besides that, does anyone have any questions at all?
So you said that the vendors and everything were going to be outside because we couldn't do anything on the inside of
Oh, yeah, you may have came late for that. Yeah, we talked to the feds. We talked to CDC. They have said conventions, events can do events, but it has to be outside. All tables had to have 6 feet of social distancing and no more than 1,000 people. No, you can't have any events in enclosed areas, which means inside of buildings, until after September. And that's just not for Idaho, that's for the whole country. That's what they're saying. And like I mentioned, I can't speak for Lilac Comic Con, but I think they were told the same thing because they made the same move we did. I think their show is later in October, but they also had a show, I think, June 6th, and they moved it to October because I think the feds had told them there's going to be no shows until the end of September. So that's why we did that. So we're like Jonathan Hale heard me in the beginning, and he kind of smiled. Was Comic-Cons don't happen in parks. They happen in big halls with nice inside buildings and air conditioning and lots of rows of vendors and celebrities and panels and things like that. It doesn't happen in the park. So that's why we moved to October 3rd. I'm sorry, what's that, Jonathan?
Comic-Cons outside are called Renaissance fairs.
Yeah, hey, I love Renaissance Fair, but I don't like paying $25 for a turkey leg. I'll tell you that, and $5 for a beer.
Yeah.
So you'll start seeing more shows either moving to October, November, December, or just going straight for 2021. Yeah, that's what they told us. Yeah. Any other questions? People seem to be going in and out. Oh wait, someone else is waiting.
So with the advanced ticket holders and everything, if it doesn't happen this year, are they still going to be valid for next year's Comic-Con?
All advanced ticket holders, they're kind of in a good situation because we have announced the October 3rd show for 2020, and then we're already on the books for April 10th, 2021. So we're already on the books for 2 shows. So advanced ticket holders, they can pick whatever show they want. Their ticket is always good for all eternity because the way that the tickets are, we collect all the information from the tickets. And if they're bought online, once they bring the printout or once they check into Will Call, we have a database and we check them off once they check in. So we know who's coming to the shows, who's checking in, and what shows they're going to. So they can go to the October 3rd show with advanced tickets, and they can also, if they can't make that show, they can save it up for the April 10th, 2021 show. They have carte blanche of whatever they want to do, which makes it nice. They get to pick and choose, I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I know. Hey, Bernard, I know you came in a little late. Any other questions?
No.
Yeah, we can hear you. April?
Oh, no questions.
Okay. So I don't know, Bernard, if you came a little late. Gem State Comic-Con is October 3rd, 2020, and then also April 10th, 2021. 2 dates.
Same location?
Same location. Always same location, just because they treat us real well. Yeah, Expo Idaho, they are so great. They treat us so well. Would I like to take it to City Center, to the convention center out there? Sure, it's a great venue. But I always think of the fans and vendors first. And would I move it to downtown Boise and have people pay for parking, or have it at Expo Idaho and it's free parking? I take all these things into consideration, especially now with what's going on. I have a couple of friends who work at Walmarts, and they tell me what they hear from people in regards to their finances and the problems people are going through. So, free parking for people, at least at this point, is something we want to put everything into consideration and make everything as inexpensive as possible for people, So it is, but the people at Expo Idaho are just fantastic. I mean, they've treated us really well. So they've worked with us, and I'm very happy about that. Someone else is waiting. Z is joining us. There seems to be people coming in and out of this one today. Some people just got the new dates and left. Some people just coming on.
I forgot. I got the email, then I just spaced it. So
Yeah. Hey,
can you remind me again for how big is my table going to be? An Artist Alley table, yours are 4 feet or 6 feet long?
6 feet and 10 feet. Don't quote me on that. I do not handle. Believe it or not, I handle nothing in regards to the convention except for the celebrity guests and negotiating their contracts. Tables, spacing, electrical, all of this goes directly to Marina, who I'm sure if you're a vendor have been in contact with. She handles just about everything. And then I handle these stupid videos I know you guys find annoying. So, any other questions? You came in late, Z. You have a question?
Do you still
So,
have a full supply of vendors and a waiting list?
actually, what happened is when we announced the September date, I think there was 2 or 3 vendors who said they couldn't make it. So we went ahead and filled those spots. Those spots will be already filled for October. So those who couldn't make it till September will have to wait until the April event. They'll have a table there. So Z, do you have any questions? So Z, just to let you know, you just came here. The next date is he has a chat is October 10th. I'm here with Aster. Her computer wasn't working. We didn't quite catch what's going on. Z, the new date for Gem State is October 3rd of this year, and then the second show is April 10th, 2021. I don't know about you guys. I know you guys don't want to sit here on a Saturday night and look at my ugly face. And I'd rather watch Transformers the movie or do something else. So if there's no more questions, I guess we can call it a short update. We're going to be pushing very hard on this October 3rd. We're going to be promoting it, advertising it. We're very optimistic about this date, specifically because I know you shouldn't trust the federal government, but they were very strong. And they were very, what's the word I'm looking for? Very positive about it. So we're gonna make that extra push for October, and it's gonna be an amazing show. All the celebrity guests have said they're coming, so we're very happy about that. So it's very good. And then we're gonna have a whole new lineup for the April show. Obviously, all new guests. So if you have any ideas of guests you'd want to see, drop us a line and we'll do our best to get them. I know we're going to be working on some Sailor Moon guests. I've had some requests for Sailor Moon, so we'll try to work on that. But if you guys have any ideas who you want to bring out, definitely let us know, and I'll do my very best to do that.
I just put one in the chat.
What's that?
I put one in the chat.
Oh, okay. Excellent. It's a secret?
No, well, you know who Gil Gerard is?
He's a good friend of mine, actually. But him and I got into an argument about 2 weeks ago. So I don't know if we're not on speaking terms right now. But he was like a
Just
brother.
double the money.
Yeah, he's like it's like a brother from another mother. He's like kind of like a brother I never had. He's fun to be with, you know. When we bring him, it's always with Felix Silla, who we had on the panel recently, I think 3 weeks ago. So we like to have them together. But I'll wait for Gil to cool off a little bit before approaching him again. So he's not taking this this isolation thing very well either, because what he does is he goes from event to event. So with no events, he's like us, dead in the water, basically. But I love Gil, so that's why we fought, because we fight like brothers. So with that being said, I guess we can finish this meeting, and no more videos except for the celebrity panels. John Provost of Lassie next Saturday, and we'll be giving away some prizes. So we'll see you guys in the panels, and October 3rd and April 10th. Okay? All right, guys. Thanks for being patient and everything. We're doing our best for everybody, and we're going to get through this. I want to thank you guys for being here.
No, we thank you for all the hard work you guys are doing to make this work for everybody. So,
Thanks, Josh. We'll see you guys soon.
yeah,
Have a good
look
weekend.
forward to it.